Today, we're diving into creepy Minecraft facts that make the game way darker than it first appears. Strongholds are one of the most mysterious structures in Minecraft. They are the only legitimate gateway to the end dimension, which already makes them feel important, almost sacred. When you first enter a stronghold, one thing immediately stands out. There is no sign of life, except the monsters that roam the halls. However, the structure itself tells a very different story. Libraries remain intact, filled with books and strewn with cobwebs. Prisons are long abandoned, suggesting law and containment. Storage chests have been left untouched, which often include food, armour and tools. Although the hallways are empty, there are no signs of battle. No broken walls, no scorch marks, no defensive structures. This suggests an organised evacuation, or even the sudden disappearance of those that came before. The biggest clue, however, is the end portal itself. The portal was clearly built intentionally, hinting that whoever lived here didn't just find the end dimension, they reached it and never returned. When viewed this way, strongholds feel less like fortresses and more like last refuges. Unsettling questions remain. Who was hiding here? Why was the end considered the only escape? And what threat was so terrifying that abandoning everything felt like the safest option? Minecraft's world is filled with evidence of intelligent builders. Villages, portals, temples. But there's one chilling detail. There are no humans to be seen. You arrive in a world that has already ended. Every tool you use, every structure you explore is something that you have inherited. The closest thing to humans that we can see are villagers. But they're clearly not the same. The differences range from the size of their heads, long uniform noses, and the fact that their arms appear to be permanently folded into their coats. Despite a lack of visible hands, they continue to trade, open doors, and operate workstations. This raises disturbing implications. Do villagers have telekinetic abilities? A fundamental different biology? Were the villagers responsible for wiping out the human race? You are not a saviour. You were not chosen. You are simply a lone survivor, wandering the vastness of the ruins of a civilization long forgotten. Endermen are unsettling before they move or even make a sound. They are tall, silent, and watch from a distance. The collective noun for a group of Endermen is a haunting of Endermen. This was suggested by Mojang developer Nathan Adams, better known as Dinnerbone, in a tweet that he made in 2014. This term has also been referenced in other Minecraft media, including in the third episode of Minecraft Story Mode, and the official Minecraft novel Minecraft The End. The book also says that Endermen themselves use the term an end of Enderman to describe themselves, which suggests some sort of finality to their existence. The way they teleport is like a glitch. It's as though reality itself is rejecting them. Their audio adds a whole new layer of horror. When reversed, it becomes apparent that they communicate with human speech, which includes phrases such as hello, what's up, here, and look for the eye. This all hints at a form of intelligence, not mindless aggression. When provoked, they appear to be afraid, shaking and crying out in pain. Are they simply trying to warn the player of the horrors that might be coming? Could it be that Endermen are not monsters after all? Are these the humans that once occupied the stronghold? Twisted and changed by the end dimension? Are they the remnants of the builders that once lived on the surface? Survivors of the strongholds who crossed a line from which they could never return. We often think of the Wither as a monster, but Could there be more to it? The wither isn't found naturally, it's created by the player. They are created using wither skeleton skulls and soul sand, which contains visible screaming faces, suggesting souls trapped within. Soul sand slows movement and pulls you downward, almost as if the souls beneath are grabbing at your feet. When the wither is summoned, it doesn't roar, it screams. This implies a being created in pain, a forced resurrection. This is not a creature celebrating existence, it is suffering. It attacks everything indiscriminately, possibly driven mad by its creation. You didn't summon a monster, you created one, bound together from death and trapped souls. A stark reminder that the player is not always the hero. Sometimes, you are the monster. After defeating the Ender Dragon, players expect triumph. Instead, they are met with something deeply unsettling. The end poem speaks directly to the player, not the character. Two unknown entities discuss consciousness, reality, and dreams. They appear to imply that your entire journey was observed, and possibly designed. It refers to the game as a dream, and the real world as the long dream. The player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. The most disturbing detail? Parts of the message are intentionally scrambled, locked behind higher levels of understanding. These entities, which appear to be the universe itself talking to you, force the player to question their own reality and urge the player to wake up. You are the player. Wake up. Where most games end with closure, Minecraft ends with doubt. This poem leaves the player feeling uneasy and questioning the foundation of reality. Were you guided through? Were your choices ever your own, or does Minecraft quietly suggest that reality itself may not be what it seems? So what creeped you out the most? Let me know in the comments section below, and until next time, Rendar Crumb is AFK.